You've clicked on this fucking video because you're a very intelligent person. You're classified as an intellectual. What does this mean? You're just smarter than the rest of the people because you watch videos like this. You want to deepen your research on the topic that you're interested in. And for instance, right now, it's bodybuilding and building an attractive body. So, well done. You're expanding your passions. This is what, like, the greats talk about, right? They're like, yeah, you should always expand on what you're doing. You should always become better at what you're doing, right? So, well done. Proud for you. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to build muscle fast because chances are you're either a complete beginner or you've stopped making progress. Like, you're out of newbie games because I don't think someone very advanced is watching this channel. Like, I'm talking about like 405 bench press, bro. I don't think that's the case, but let me drink some water because water is extremely healthy. It's good water, that. But let me go over the advice that I've given in this video. So, obviously, you need to work out because working out is just the basics. Like, even if you don't know any advice, just use your common brain. Like, you go to the gym, you work out, you do a couple bicep curls, and boom, you're gonna grow muscles. Maybe not fast, but you're gonna grow muscles over the periods of time, right? But when it comes to working out, you actually have to go to a failure. Like, I cannot be asked to explain go to a failure, bro. It just push yourself, push yourself. If you know if you're at a point that you've been doing it for the same time, which I fall victim to, bro. I don't even push myself that much. It's because I would push myself, but I just don't track my weights. If I would track my weights and reps, then okay, perfect. I'm gonna track my weights and reps from like after I finish this video, eat, go gym. I'm gonna start tracking. So thank you, Bartosz, for giving me this tip for tracking your reps and weight. But you're not pushing yourself. Like, okay, yeah, that's actionable step, bro. When you go to the gym, write down in your notes app or like I don't know, get some app like there's this sick app. It's like they rank what rank you are in each muscle group. I did it, but I don't like it. I don't like the app. I can't remember my ranks. I would have been like, yeah, bro, look at my rank, and then yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. But you have to work out, obviously. So go till failure. Actually push yourself. Like when you're doing, like bench, go to actual failure, right? There's a point where you can't get it up and you have to get your gym bro to help you assist it. And then if you want, you can get extra reps, bro, with your gym bro helping you. My gym bro is like very known, not very known, but like he loves to do this, bro. He gets like 4 reps done of, I'm not gonna say his weight because it's kind of embarrassing. It's below 2 plates. I don't know how you people can still bench below 100 kg. It's just, but yeah, he always goes to failure, right? And then he wants me to help him, which is understandable, bro. I help him, and he likes just the pain of it in his chest. But how can you push yourself, bro? Well, when you're training legs, bro, you need to train like Tom Platz. You need to like You need to have this energy inside you that you just want to push yourself and push and push. Like actually push yourself to your limits. This is what I've realized that I need to do, bro. I need to start pushing myself to my limits because chances are I'm being comfortable. Because look, let me put it this way, bro. Every single successful person that's like making, I don't know, let's say 100k, 50k a month, 100k a month, 50k a month, like 250k a month. As soon as they like get comfortable, they stop making progress. They're not pushing themselves. And when they feel disgusted with the place that they're at, then they like make a change and push. So I need to feel disgusted in my whole situation, bro. In my like every single day life, I need to push myself. So perfect video, right? I learned 2 things today. I learned that I need to track my weight, push my reps, push myself, and track my weight. All right, so now the muscle where you feel the most pain is actually the muscle where you can grow the most. So what do I mean by this? You know, when you're doing like bicep curls, sure, you can feel pain, but it's never the same type of pain as you feel when like going to failure in your traps or going to failure in your hamstrings. Because I have this thing, bro. I go to the gym and I do hip thrust, right? When I'm training legs. And I'm doing like, I put, so I've got this machine, right, that you put a seatbelt around you, right? And then I put 20 kg, 20 kg, 20 kg, 20 kg, and then 20 kg and then 20 kg. That's technically 140 kg, but it's not because I don't think the machine actually weighs the 20 kg, right? Wait, how much is that? 2, 4, 6. Yo, I'm doing 120 kg. Yeah, but I'm doing I do 5 reps. And then on my 5th rep, when I'm going up, bro, I get this crazy hamstring cramp. And I do take magnesium, look. And that's a sign that I can make very much hypertrophy in that type of muscle group because I can feel like a lot of pain. It's the same with legs, bro. Or it's the same with do you get muscle aches after you work out? Because when I train legs, bro, and then after I go to BJJ or kickbox or boxing, I'm sore in my legs for 5 days after, bro. I had BJJ on Wednesday, and I'm still sore, and it's Monday. You see what I'm trying to say? So, it's crazy, but you actually have to push yourself, you have to track your weights, and pretty much where you feel comfortable and uncomfortable is where you must go. Because I don't feel comfortable training legs. I feel very uncomfortable pushing myself to failure in training legs because, bro, it hurts. Yeah, it actually hurts. There was this funny saying that's yeah, I don't go gym because it hurts. It actually hurts. Building muscle is painful. Pushing yourself to failure is painful. I'm not on about yeah, you're resting and your muscles are growing and it hurts. I'm on about actually breaking your muscles. It's not actually breaking, but it's breaking your muscles down. Imagine you're tearing every single muscle fiber in your body. Actually, it's supposed to hurt. Think about it. It's supposed to hurt. So, the place where you feel the most pain. Oh shit. If I gave you great information so far, then make sure you actually check out my program. It's the link in the description. I teach you how to build a 10 out of 10 body, how to act around girls, and how to fucking fuck like a god. And also how to get girls through Instagram. But don't worry about it. I recommend, I don't really want to fuck girls anymore because it's not I don't want to. Obviously, I want to fuck girls. But, I don't know. I just don't want to commit adultery and, sex before marriage. But I can still give you the information because I've learnt and researched, right? But think about it. When you meet your future wife, obviously you're going to want to learn how to fuck like a god. Because if not, then you can't satisfy her, bro. It's not good. She might end up cheating. So make sure you actually know this information when you actually find your wife. If you are religious. But if you're not religious and you don't give a fuck, then join it, bro. It's the best deal that you can do. But in that case, stick to the end of the video. So it actually boosts me in the algorithm. So I get more views. Is where you should train the most because that's where you can get the most muscle growth, which is also hypertrophy. I was gonna say hypertrophy, but then in my mind I thought of hypertrophy and then I said build muscle. So don't worry about it. Just the place where you feel the most pain and uncomfortable and muscle cramps, even though you're taking the magnesium, so you don't get muscle cramp. If you didn't know, once you take magnesium, you actually don't get muscle cramps. That's the reason that your muscles cramp because you're low on magnesium. And the things that are high in magnesium is supplements or tomatoes. Tomatoes, supplements, that's all that came to mind because this is not a special video on how to not get whatever. I'm bugging, bro. I keep thinking there's someone outside my window and then I keep... yeah, it's weird. But there was this... Andrew Huberman said this place, right? If you can... You know how you can mind-muscle connection? You know how I can do this? So I can squeeze my muscle very hard, right? And the place where you can squeeze your muscle and get a cramp, you can force your body to get a cramp, is the place where you can grow in a hypertrophy. For instance, I can't get a cramp in my trap. The only place that I can get a cramp while squeezing it is my legs. No. It's my calves. It makes sense because I don't train calves at all. I don't know. But this is like this is like just where you can build muscle. It's just the places that you can squeeze very hard in your body and you can get a cramp. That's the place where you're prone to hypertrophy, is what Andrew Huberman said. But I don't know if that's real. I don't know if that's not real. So it's just a bonus that I added. Another bonus that I added is, if you don't know what to train in your gym, like, yeah, I train everything, and I train abs, and I train legs, and I train. Here's things that you can train. You can train forearms. More importantly, this part, because think about it. When you're with not even with a girl, but like, this is the only part of your forearms that you actually see, like, every time. If you're wearing a t-shirt, right? If it's winter or you're wearing a jumper, obviously you're not going to see that. You're only going to see your neck. So going into that, you should also train your neck, right? And going into that, you should also obviously train your abs. Like, I'm not going to tell you here to, like, fucking neglect every single muscle group and only train this and that and that and that. You should train every single muscle group. Every single muscle group should still get trained. Chest, shoulders, bicep, tricep, traps, lats, abs, legs, or more importantly, quads, glutes, hamstrings, calves. Like, all the muscle groups should still get trained. But if you're training every single one and you want to add some extra muscle groups because, I don't know, you don't know what to do with your time, you don't know how to spend your time, or you just want to get a little bit bigger, you want to get that extra advantage, like, the difference between a 7 out of 10 and a 10 out of 10 is like that 3 points, right? You can become from 7 to 10 in your physique by training forearms, neck, and abs. I don't know why, but most people don't even train abs. It's weird. Like, abs do grow in the kitchen, but you have to train them. Abs are just like every single muscle group, just like your neck, just like your traps, just like your bicep and shit. I could have made that into a rap song. That sounded like it had flow. Yeah, well, of course you train more. Yeah. So now it's the diet part. What the fuck do you now that you've gone over the training, right? You understand training part. That was like the timestamp, right? It was like training. This was like the main thing. And now we're going into the diet and then the sleep, right? So, just eat what your ancestors would have ate. Okay, I explained that wrong. I don't even... Eat what you would have ate 100 years ago. So, please, 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 cut out sugar, and you can cut out carbs. I recommend it because I try to stay away from carbs. But if my mum cooks some carbs, I'm not going to eat it. I'm still going to eat it. Unless it's potatoes, then I don't. Then I just eat the meat. Pause. But just eat what your ancestors would have ate 100 years ago. Like, it's not that complicated. That's the most optimal food. That's the most healthy food, right? Because if they ate 100 years ago, then it's safe. They didn't die out. They didn't wipe out humans like we're wiping them out now. They fucking survived, right? And so just eat what they ate 100 years ago. Steak. Like, and a simpler way to put it is one ingredient foods. So, like, what is one ingredient foods? Like, imagine strawberries. How many ingredients does a strawberry? Well, now probably like 15. But just try and get the strawberries that have one ingredient. Or like fucking tuna. How many ingredients does tuna have? Or like water and fish, right? How many ingredients does steak have? One. Cow. How many ingredients does a bird have? Like, don't worry about it. But go to sleep every single day at the same time. I'm struggling with this because last night I went to sleep at fucking 5 a.m. because don't worry about it. But, and currently it's, don't worry about it. So go to sleep at the same time every single day. I'm struggling with this. It's probably because I don't even have a routine. I need to create a routine, which is a practical step right now, bro. I'm gonna, yeah. After this video finishes and I'm recording it, I need to edit it as well. Fuck it. But yeah, I need to create the script. Fuck the script. Fuck the script. I need to do the timetable. Yeah, after this video, I'm doing a timetable. But going to sleep every single day at the same time. Why? It's because when you go to sleep every day at the same time, your body gets used to the hormones that you need to use in order to fall asleep, in order to make muscle, in order to produce testosterone, growth hormone, all the good shit to grow. So you actually produce the good shit when you're sleeping. So why the fuck are you not sleeping? I used to have in my Google Calendar, I used to have make testosterone instead of sleep, because you make testosterone when you sleep. So you want to maximize your sleep, bro. And if you're like a younger person, if you're like between the ages of 14 to like 18, bro, you need to be in bed for like 10 hours, 12 hours. Not just sleep, but in bed for that time. Because how long does it take you to fall asleep? How many times do you wake up at night? How many times do you just... like, how many hours are you in deep sleep? And how many hours are you in like light sleep? Think about it. So it doesn't all add up to 8. Even if you go to bed at 12 and you wake up at 8, it's not 8, because it takes you whatever amount of time to fall asleep. It takes you wake up a couple times. So it's like 10, you need to be in bed for like 11 hours to actually get 8 hours of sleep, if you know what I mean. So now that you know that, how can you use all this information that I gave you, right? And it'll be very much appreciated if you join my course. It's the link in my bio. It is my course. Join the link in my bio, because I help you out to get jacked, build a 10 out of 10 body, and it's helpful for every single... Okay, maybe not for everyone, bro. If you're like 60, I can't help you. If you're like 30, I don't really want to help you, but I can give you the blueprint, but I don't really want to help you. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to help the like Gen Z people, right? That's why it's also so cheap. I mean, if you buy it and you're like 35, then you get the information, but I don't really understand how I'm going to teach a 35-year-old how to get girls on Tinder. But I mean, I still can. I'll give you the blueprint, but it's whatever you do with that information, bro. So buy my course. All right.